Welcome back to Yang Daily. We've got a very UBI and ranked choice voting centric day today. Let's dive on in. First off, if you haven't heard the news yet, Bernie had an absolutely blowout win in Nevada, pulling about 40% of all votes and 47% of delegates, with Biden, Pete, and Warren the only others in double digits, trailing far behind in that order. While it's still unlikely Bernie can crest the majority of delegates he would need to avoid a brokered convention, it's looking increasingly likely he will be far and away the winner of the popular vote nationally. Maryland residents, you now have a UBI caucus member to vote for in District 7, Dan Baker. He's for UBI, $15 minimum wage, the Green New Deal, and no corporate PAC funding. Check him out. UBI caucus also has official merch now for sale online at their website. It's pretty limited, just a hat, and you'll only be into it if you're into relative math symbols. Honestly, I don't know what they were thinking when they selected that as their logo, but maybe that's just me. You might love it. The Open UBI project has written up a policy brief on UBI explaining what it is, why it's important, the history of it, endorsements for it, and so on. Should be a good resource to bookmark and reference. California had a bill on the docket to allow various cities in the state to opt into ranked choice voting. I say had in the past tense because California's governor, Gavin Newsom, vetoed the bill, despite, according to John Wildermuth of the San Francisco Chronicle, the bill having overwhelming approval by both the state, Senate, and Assembly, with an analysis finding no opposition. Newsom's justification was that he thinks RCV confuses voters, though the article includes no specifics on why Newsom would believe this. I don't really understand how we have a system where dozens of representatives can vote for something, and then one guy can nix the whole thing, but that's what we've got, and that guy is Gavin, single-handedly denying voters the means to make their true preference count. Keep this in mind come next gubernatorial election, Californians. This is particularly galling after Nevada just had a record high turnout as a result of allowing early voting with ranked choice voting as a substitute for those who could not make it to the caucus. Rob Ritchie is proposing that RCV be used with delegates to prevent the potentially disastrous result of a brokered primary convention, which seems the likely outcome of this cycle. Basically, we need to use this a lot more, not less. And that's all for today's Yang Daily. Check out Maryland congressional candidate Dan Baker and the UBI caucus hat, bookmark the UBI policy brief, sign up for the Humanity Organizing Corps, and don't forget to Yang Daily.